How was your visit today?
So it was a great visit back to Williamsburg. I look forward to coming back again and again as New York's next governor. It's so important that New Yorkers feel safe on our streets. And right now, members of the Williamsburg community are being targeted because they are Jewish. We've seen videos one night after another night where people are being targeted because they are Jewish. This is violent anti-Semitic hate. We need to ensure that law enforcement has all the resources they need to protect our streets. We need to make sure that people who commit the violent anti-Semitic attacks are being held accountable. We have people who are getting released automatically due to cashless bail or lax DAs or lax judges. We need to make sure that there are consequences. If you harm somebody else, if you assault another person and you are assaulting them because they are Jewish, we have to have zero tolerance. We need to identify, confront, and crush anti-Semitism in every form whenever we see it. There must be no tolerance for it on our streets, no tolerance for it inside of our schools, and no tolerance for it inside of government. If you are a Jewish professor at the City University of New York, if you are a person who's walking the halls of Congress, if you're a young yeshiva student in Williamsburg, everybody should feel like society is anti-Semitism free. I'm 42 years old. I went through kindergarten through 12th grade, college and law school, and 4 years on active duty in the Army. And I had never once experienced anti-Semitism. But right now, for young yeshiva boys here in Brooklyn, they can tell you about story after story after story after story. Maybe it was somebody in their own family. Maybe it's somebody on their streets. We can get back to that time which we just had not that long ago, where these streets are safe again. And to those up in Albany who are targeting yeshiva education, tell the full story. Talk about the values that are taught inside of yeshiva. Talk about the values that lead to a life of understanding right from wrong, the values that result in living lives where you stay out of trouble. Talk about the continuing education when you're done with your yeshiva education and you keep going. My mother was a 4th grade yeshiva teacher in Brooklyn. Going back generations, my family have been fierce and unapologetic supporters and defenders of the yeshiva education. With every form of education, we should always look for every way to always make it better. Whether it's public or non-public, we should always look for ways to make the quality of education better. But don't attack the yeshiva education without telling the full story of everything that makes the yeshiva education as great as it is. So I look forward to coming back again. Thank you for this visit.